There I go. Pretty baby, you make me lose my control. Funny when you're near me, da 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 dee 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 la da da. This is the world famous San Fernando Valley. Reseda in the background, Burbank Studios, Burbank in front of us. The range in back of you is the San Fernando Range. To the right is the San Bernardino Valley and the San Bernardino Range in back of that. This is nothing. This is nothing at all.
Incredible. I can't believe this. Me and Don and Armand in Bev Hills. From Ozone Park to Bev Hills in 69 easy lessons. 1982. Incredible!
What Joe DeMarco takes for granted in granite, Armand revels in. It's winter in New York town, and he's here. Armand called a few weeks ago, freezing his ass off in his loft in the Big Apple. I know he'll be out to see you. When, man? Oh, around New Year's. Fabulous. He's here and Joe's here, and we're all having a ball. They think. I'm not so sure.
I never thought I'd see Armand in California. Incredible. He seems well-rooted. Sometimes I miss the maples in the rain. Never rains. Fucking incredible.
Shit, what's that? Crumble your shoulders, but don't drive on it. I really have never seen this area. It's been 15 years, a great vacation. God, everyone is older. The chin sinks. Even if you lose weight, your face increases in width. 20 years from now, at about 60 years old, what did I do? Did I try too hard, or was it not hard enough?
The lioness stalks her prey. Monkeys sit in the shimmering vapors, high in the trees of low plains, joyfully picking fleas off each other. A herd of antelope scatter dust over the careen of a decomposed zebra on Wilshire and Rodeo Drive. Eating a zebra. Don't spill your martini on the panda rug. I need a job. I'm still Don CALFA. At 42.
1982? Incredible. Yeah, it was the end of a medium velocity East Coast hurricane, late summer 1958. The sky was still gray. The streets were wet, the air was fresh, very sweet. We walked toward the square at Cross Bay and Liberty, where we spent day after day, night after night, sitting on our very special bench with our special view. A view of our town, our homes, our people, our bikes, our cars. We could see in all directions. Bobby coming from one way and Dominic the other. We could hear the train approaching and departing, regularly picking up and dropping off thousands of homeward-bound laborers. We'd sit for hours, thinking, watching, talking. And as the cars whizzed by, and so our lives whizzed by. But on that particular wet, sweet, gray day, As we walked toward our square and our path, we noticed a small maple tree that had been mercilessly uprooted by that earlier winds of that medium velocity East Coast hurricane. We would never have passed that tree without trying to help it, and we didn't. We adopted that tree, all of 2 or 3 feet tall. We carefully carried it over to our square, and behind our special bench, in the still wet earth of our town, we wordlessly planted that tree. And it was beautiful. And we told it so. Then we sat, we talked, and watched our town whiz by. And behind our special bench, our tree proudly grew. And as the years went by, that tree with its roots well implanted grew tall and strong and would never again be bothered by any medium velocity East Coast hurricane. But we grew out of our town and away from our well-rooted maple tree, behind our special bench in the square. Incredible. Beverly Hills. Check this out. Palm trees up the yin-yang, but no maples.
Armand, I'll never forget when you and me and Ronnie took acid in Florida. Joy and pain touched fingers, and you like man and God in a Sistine Chapel. You laid on your back, wedged into a palm tree, curving out to the sea, seeking the best moments of the morning sun, the agony and the ecstasy. Ronnie looked down and saw that you were both in the throes of ancestry and nature. You said, "He knows." You embraced the trunk of a palm tree, united in the cosmic umbilical, and got up. He put his arms on your shoulder. You both walked off, him saying, "Armand, life is the sea, the air, and the earth, and the blah, blah, blah." Into my horizon, I was sitting slouched on a park bench, surrounded by perched crows, shiny black crows. We were all looking, you two as marching soldiers. I glanced around at them. They knew.
As good or awful as things are, I'm still riding in this car, with both of them. And I'm an artist. Do I? It's really important. God, it's really important that they know I'm serious. How do I go about telling them? Or anyone for that matter? But things are all right now. I mean, basically. But they weren't always that way. It was back and forth for many years, mostly back. I can see that Don is in a transition period and getting a few of his basic goals in order. But that'll take a few years. And Joe, what period is Joe in? I don't know. I can't think about that side of life anymore. Not today. It's just going fairly well. It's almost 2 o'clock.
My business manager says I need an alternative life, which is to say I'm running out of bread. God knows I'm running. I'm fertile. 165 million sperms ready to kick ass. EKG is okay. Blood pressure in both arms okay. I love narration. My life has been a constant state of arriving. The coagulation of happiness is a slow process of gelling. But why do I persist in wanting to settle things? Mr. Christopher, St. Christopher, protect me now and in the hour of my rebirth. But mostly, don't let me blow up as a result of nuclear silliness or go out in a car. It's just a moving room, a horizontal elevator to get from here to there. I need a job. I promise. I'll just use it to go to work. Work is man's salvation. Turn your back on an assassin, and he'll shoot you every time. I need David Niven's biography. I loved it. He seemed to write so naturally. I own a Mercedes. My cousin Ronnie bounced around in a Mercedes to a point beyond belief, putting miracles on an Irish sweepstakes scale. He diminished on Route 66, one of his favorite tunes. So did James Dean, which is why I gave up commercial art. It's a livelihood.
Morbid goals, forbidden tales. What the hell are they talking about? This is 1982. Gusting with sparkles. Or dead as a bad TV party. One of the particular missing items, and there aren't that many, is the factories and the trains, all by the docks in the late afternoon snow when I was arriving home in New York. But what I'm doing right now equals that.
Can you imagine all those years? That tree was beautiful. We all watched it grow. Incredible. They ripped it out. The process of progress. A lot of other shit's been progressed over too, like what? Like Lucille, like Marguerite, like Trixie, etc., etc. Unreal. Progress. Process. Recess. Excess. Hey, isn't that Rodeo Drive? They plant a lot of trees here, but no maples. At least they don't rip them out and cement them over, like they did back east. Incredible. Nah, we planted other trees. And that gives me joy. The joy of seeing Don in a movie on TV. The joy of watching Lauren and Mark. Well-rooted, growing strong beyond our special bench. And the love and strength that we now receive from our work, from Barbara and Laurie, will most certainly protect us from any medium velocity, any coast hurricane. Armand, let me ask you something. When you shampoo your hair, do you use a cream rinse?
Incredible.
Incredible. Hey, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. After you shampoo, do you ever use a cream rinse?
No, I don't need it. I just, a little bit, I blow dry my hair. It doesn't matter.
You blow dry it. That's not good for your hair.
Yeah, it's all right. It never hurt me.
Joe, you look at this guy looking up at you. Come here, man. Come here. Yeah, do you ever think that, your whole life, most of your friends are all taller than you. You spend your whole life looking up to people. Your whole life looking up at your friends.
Yeah.
Do you ever get the feeling that you were shortchanged?
No, shortchanged? Never. I look up to looking up.
Well, I've seen, all these years, your hair got a little grayer, and your eyes seem to bulge a little over here.
Look, my old man's eyes bulged, his eyes got bigger, my eyes got bigger. I probably wound up doing Peter Lorre roles, pulling in a good salary. This got gray over here because, why did it get gray? Because of my divorce. This got gray when I lost the series. Come on, you guys. I don't believe this. I wrote that stuff. You can do better than that. You gotta be able to do better. There's gotta be something.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, there's plenty.
Like what?
Should I tell him?
Tell him no. No, we said enough.
Let me tell him.
No, we said enough.
Let me tell him.
I think that should do it. We told him plenty.